folks, a very warm welcome to you. My name is Nick from the ZX Spectrum, and we're looking at a game called Gift from the Gods, which was published by Ocean Software in 1984. It's based on Greek mythology. This is a bit of an exploration game, but you are in the palace of Myenia in ancient Greece, and you must battle various enemies and save the day. So there's my character there on the left. We'll see how that one plays. Your name is Orestes. There's a labyrinth beneath the palace which you are in, and you must escape really or perish by solving puzzles and battling monsters. You fly around a bit like this. Is this going to be any good? Well, the sprite character is large. There's no sound about the place. It's a little bit boring, but that scrolling is quite good. I do like the colours of the rooms. I do hope there's a bit more in each room coming up. There's a door there. Now, you can do your sword like that by pressing fire button and sideways, I think. And by doing something special, you can go through the doors. I think I dropped a bomb there. But the secret of this game, when it starts getting exciting, which it isn't exciting at the moment, is when you start finding the monsters at various bits of the map. So, you know, a map would be quite useful here for finding stuff to find your flying sister and all monsters from Greek mythology. So if you're into your classics, you probably get a bit out of this. But at the moment, at least, it's a bit of a slow burn for me. A lot of the rooms have got nothing in, and it's moving very slow and tedious. But I would have been transfixed with it as a kid for a little while. Whoops, what happened there? But not a great time. So my stamina there is in the bottom left, as you see, is 90. When that goes down to 0, of course, you are dead. I'm a little bit bored, but it animates quite well. If you had this one back in the day, let me know. I'm getting the impression it's one you have to stay with quite a while to get the best out of it. And I think a clue's going along the bottom in yellow. Zeus, say unto you. Yeah, okay, that's the name of the, I don't know what that is. Anyway, we've gone through a door there somehow. I'm not sure how long I'm going to be able to stick with this one because it's pretty boring. But, you know, that's just me as a newbie playing it. And these reviews are always about, as a kid, would you have gone back to the game or would you play something else? I think this one would have bored me rigid and I think I would have left. But people with a higher IQ than I had back as a kid might have persevered with it and got more out of the game. If you're one of those people, then let me know if your patience was a little bit higher than what mine is back then and indeed now. But the screens are quite pretty, but it looks like it's not finished, to be honest. Review, there's lots of stuff missing. If you take a classic game like Attic Attack, a 2D top-down game, there's enemies spawning all over the place and you're shooting like Billy-O. Here, the palace is largely empty in this bottomless, this cavern here. But yeah, rewarding, I guess, if you find your way out of it. Now, what's going on here? Right. So it looks like we have to... I don't know what we have to do here. This is when a magazine telling you what to be quite useful. I've gone a bit dark blue there. Alright, so I've collected something there, and these things look like switches, so no doubt you have to do them in a certain order. Now, if you was an expert in this game, this might be a bit infuriating for you, because you would have whizzed through, but, you know, I'm not really a big instructions reader, and so that would be reflective as I was as a kid. Some games I would have read them, some games I wouldn't, but the games that seem to stick out more as classics are the ones where they're instantly playable. You know, Attic Attack, Manic Miner, all those sort of games where it's obvious what to do and you didn't have like a million different controls about the place. Come on, Orestes, I think we might die in here. Stamina seems to be going down every time I hit these things. I might have to commit, 8-bit suicide here to get back into another game. But overall, it's an okay game. It looks alright, but I'm bored rigid and I wouldn't have played it again, I don't think. When you look at games where you wander around for a bit not knowing what to do, first of all, I think Finders Keepers by Mastertronic, a budget game, knocks this for 6 really. There were better examples. When it turns out to flying people, I would go for Kick-a-Tony Wilf, which is a very odd game, so have a look at that. Kick-a-Tony Wilf, Kick-a-Tony Wilf, Kick-a-Tony Wilf. I can't remember what it's called, but it's got a very odd name. We have reviewed it in the past. But I don't seem to be able to get out of this place. Fire button and down should get me through the door, or up and fire button, but that's not occurring. I am stuck. I'm stucker than Sticky the Stick Insect stepped to some glue. I might have nicked that joke from Blackadder, if you're aware of that show. If you are, then you're probably of a certain age. Hooray! Hooray, hooray, hooray. Right, yes. When I look at the stats on the channel, the biggest range of ages by far, those people that are logged in watching it, the age group is 35 to 44 or something similar like that. Well done. If you're outside of that age group, comment below, and a big hello to you, and also why not if you're inside of it. So everyone really. My lowest age range of people that watch the channel, I think 0 to 18. I don't think anyone watches it there. And then the next one it's a spattering, and then it moves there. But that's not surprising really, because the main things that get reviewed are ZxSpectrum and Commodore Amiga, which were prevalent in the 80s and 90s, to be honest with you. But there we go. Excellent. Now, I'm not going to get out of here anytime soon, am I? I've got my stamina down to 12. I'm gradually killing him by going into the ceiling, and then we'll start again. But it's not the most exciting of games, is it? Although, from the screenshots, you could think that it looks quite pretty. Yeah. Don't get fooled. Right, there. I think there I am dying there. I'm having a bit of a cry about it. Alas, you're dead. Poor Orestes. Yeah, I know. Well, anyway. Die, and then get out here and have a go. Well, we'll go around the maze. It will get a bit more exciting when you find the beasts to kill, but as I say, it might take you a while to actually find those. Ocean Software, 1984. So let's go in a different direction. Let's see what we can find. All the rooms look quite similar. Just keep going. Occasionally you'll come up to a wall. Doesn't seem to be, well, there's a mild colour clash when it goes past the columns, but nothing alarming. Ever so slightly when it goes through. No, it didn't there. Okay, well, it's a bit of a mixed bag, to be honest with you. So let's keep going right. We might find something. But they should have, on this game, they should have perhaps made the map smaller. All right, there's a spider there. Right, so that's the most exciting thing that's happened in the game so far. Spider's disappeared. So maybe we're on the right track to actually finding stuff to kill. Right, nothing. Oh, there's a drip there. Good, right, so it's getting exciting, isn't it? We found a spider and a drip. I don't know what other games that got such excitement. I don't know. But I think this game, I think it may have scored quite highly back in the day. Not from me, of course. It seems like looks like they've, released it too early. There's bits missing here. They could have put an extra bit of style here and there. But on the basis of it, it's pretty good. But something's not really ticking the boxes for me. What is it? Comment below what you think it is. But there's nothing going on, is there? I mean, you had to wait ages for the game to load first of all, with all Spectrum games, and when it did load, you want something to catch your imagination straight away. And I'm not gripped here. I'm in a state of ungrippedness. So I'm not sure how much longer we will play this, but it's all about seeing how the game played back in the day. And would you have played it more than once? Well, for me, probably not. Is it worth tracking down today if you've got a Spectrum or emulator? I think it's worth tracking down for 1 or 2 goes. Then that's probably about it. You don't want to be wasting too much time. There are pokes available for infinite stamina, so if you want to wander around aimlessly for a couple of days until you find something interesting, then be my guest. But it's not an adventure I'm going to be going on, because I think however long this review lasts, 10 to 12 minutes, I think that'll be more than enough for me. Will I remember this game in a year's time? Well, maybe not. If someone mentions it, I'll have to think, did I review that or not? Yeah, I probably did. It's that one where I wandered around rooms. Is it a gift from the gods? Well, it's a gift from someone else. If a god... Oh, no, we're through here again. If I got this gift, I wouldn't have thought a god had gotten me, and I would have been disappointed. I would have settled with maybe a galaxy or Eternal Youth, but not the 8-bit game Gift from the Gods by Ocean Software. That's quite poor for a god to get you this game. Not that I want to start an argument with God, of course. He outguns me in absolutely every department. Even gameplay, believe it or not. Yeah. Right, okay. I'm stuck in this room again. We sort of know what we're going to, how this is going to end up. Probably have to get a special sequence to get out of here, or it's just turn something on. They're not matching up, so I don't know what's going on. And once again, if you know the words, it's time for the You Don't Know What You're Doing song. Everyone join in. 1, 2, 3. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing. A good song to sing to someone, no matter where you are, when you think the person you're watching doesn't know what they're doing. So remember that song and save it up for when you're with a friend or an enemy, and then launch the song, and they'll be fully aware that you know that they don't know what they're doing. Excellent. Right, I can't get out of here, can I? I think it might be game over soon. I think it will be. I think it will be. Well, I think we will leave that there. I think we've exhausted what I can do with it. Overall, looks good. Lacking in sounds, very bland. The action can start a lot quicker than it is doing. So, you know, average for me. So I hope you liked having a look at that one. That was Gift from the Gods on the ZX Spectrum, published by Ocean Software in 1984. Got any comments about this game, similar games, or anything retro, then please put that below. You're always more than welcome. Until next time, take great care of yourself and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.